Hello everyone and welcome back to Niche, the Rise of Heroes. And last episode, Neek actually took down the tribe's first killer bearyeena and he did it all by himself. And honestly, I think he would feel safe enough with the food at 47 to give up his Omega rank, although he wouldn't hesitate to take it back on if the tribe did start to run low on food and have that be a danger. But he's just about back to the rest of the tribe, who's actually been doing pretty well. We have seen the passing of some of our brave creatures, but we're also seeing the beginning of a bearyeena line with Mars and Claw. So we're going to go ahead and continue on. We'll pass the day. I think we'll leave a lot of that grass. Let's we'll move Mars up here and have him gather one under the tree so that we can have a little bit more nesting material. And the other thing we're seeing is the start of perhaps a new line with Nutaduk and Kokona, which will hopefully have those wings. And so we'll have to see. Lysira is also preparing to take the poison berries, as is her tribe's custom, on her final day that the tribe may have a little extra food. So let's go ahead and we'll start that new day. And wow, quite a bit happening. We also have Melody here, who may end up being a part of this as well. But so we have our first baby. Oh my goodness, and he's got. Okay, so he actually has decent fertility. It's not as bad as it could be. He did get the infertile gene, but he could have gotten a lot worse because we have the infertile and then the one, the only one. So he got an okay immunity or fertility. He also has the bearyeena claw and the normal claw like his parents, and so that is good. Not quite as strong as if he had two bearyeena claws, but still pretty good. And he also has the bearyeena hind legs, which is probably the one gene that I'm not super keen on having. But, you know, we'll take it. We'll take it. And I think let's move Claw over here and actually have her breed. What? Okay. Oh my goodness. Without fail, that terrifies me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, let's also have... I honestly... I feel like Damien would be slightly fascinated by this rustling he's hearing in the bushes off this way, and okay, that's a rogue. I just saw red and I wasn't sure what it was, and I feel like he would maybe kind of inch his way over this way and slip cautiously through the bushes here, just in time to bump into Neek, who might be surprised to see a creature who actually looks a bit like him, but who's bearing the blue gems customary of the tribe leaders. Damien is also of the, I guess you would call them the royal line, kind of the line of leaders, and but he's not actually... I would think it's safe to say for now that the leaders of the tribe are Mars and Claw more than anything, although that balance may shift slightly. And I honestly think Damien would probably call Neek into the open to greet the rest of the tribe. Neek is probably going to be hailed as a hero as he's telling them, I was able to take down the killer bearyeena, although... unfortunately, his half-sister did pass away before she could hear that news. But I feel like everybody else would be overjoyed to hear it. I think he would get a hearty congratulation from Claw and from Mars, and they would both be quite proud of him. And honestly, I think, I don't know, he's got pretty similar... He's got two similar genes for him to start any sort of a line with Issy. She has the CNH, and he does have the DNH, but I honestly think he might be a little bit surprised to see Rochelle here. I don't think he was here when she was born. They are still related, but in such a small tribe, it's going to be kind of hard to find unrelated blood. And so I feel like Rochelle would be very curious and kind of make her way over and maybe dig up some of these roots while she's right there. I also think Issy might come over here and realize that she can actually pick up these acorns, which is something none of the rest of the tribe can do. And Melody might be the one to step over here and maybe gather some of these berries before the bunny can get them. I think Mars would continue to stand watch over his family and protect them, but meanwhile, Nutaduk and Kokona here are slipping deeper into the grass, and they've actually found a nest here. I feel like they would probably leave quite a bit of this grass around. I think Nutaduk would want to clear quite a bit of, or at least a little bit of it here in order to make sure that they would have a path, but they're going to want to stay pretty sheltered just in case anything happens to attack them. Also, I think Vanuduk might make his way back up, and I kind of wanted to look. Okay, he wouldn't have the right genes to be able to start a line with EC either, so I kind of want to try and pass that Nimblefingers on, but we might also be able to breed it in at this point. In fact, yes we can, so that might be worth doing because we do have this tree here, although it is the only one on the island. We do have some of the coconut trees too, though. Maybe, oh, I should look at their mutation menus too. Oh, I did forget to set that, so... Honestly, I think this will probably end up being a gatherer line, and so I think if we can, no we can't. We can't breed in the big nose yet, and we can't breed in the cracker jaw yet either, so that's unfortunate. There's really nothing we could do for the head, so maybe we'll leave one of those open just in case we do end up unlocking that in the time we're going to be breeding them. And, but I do think we might try and put in, well, actually, no, I don't want to mutate anything in here because I don't want to mutate in something over the wings. We want to try and get a creature who has the wings, particularly if that creature would be able to breed with, where'd she go, with Melody over here. But we'll have to see because that may or may not be possible. How similar is their immunity? D and B to D and B, so that's actually not going to happen, but we can maybe get a little bit closer. We'll see. And I think maybe we'll bring Vanuduk this way. Bird, seriously? Seriously? You're gonna keep doing this to me? You're gonna keep giving me heart attacks? We'll bring Vanuduk that way though, so that he can end up perhaps gathering some of those roots on the next turn. And with that said, it is time for Lysira, our first winged creature, to pass on, and so it is time for her to gather up these poison berries as her last act, something that would normally be hurtful to the rest of the tribe, but because it's her final day, it's not going to hurt her. And so now she can pass knowing she's done everything she can for the tribe, and being able to see the rise of such a great defender line that should be able to keep everyone safe. So let's go ahead and we'll start a new day, and we'll bid Lysira farewell. Oh, it's always so sad to watch them go, but I do see something very hopeful here, and that will be Rara. Oh my goodness, her fertility is terrible, but she does have this double bearyena claw. In fact, we should look at these guys and possibly Claw. I should name the new babies too. That's something we haven't done yet. So I think for Claw, I think we'll put in the bearyena claw as double here. I keep forgetting we actually have that unlocked because it'd be better to have that than the actual claw. And I would like to get this bearyena head in, but we haven't done that yet, and we don't have enough days to unlock the really good fertility, and so I don't want to risk overriding that. With that said, are there any other genes that it would be worth trying to breed in? I don't want to put in the hind legs, but I don't really think there's much else we can do right here. So let's actually name the babies here, though, real fast. I have a list of names. You guys have submitted quite a few. So Kakuta, I think we'll go ahead and we'll actually name him Puma, because he kind of looks like one a little bit. He doesn't quite have the black markings they sometimes have on their face, but I think Puma would be a good fitting name for a very strong warrior. He's gonna be a little bit slow, but at least in, how much movement speed does he have? He's only got one. Oh, no, he's got two, but one because he's a baby. And for Rara here, we'll go ahead and change her name, I think, to, let me see if I can remove that one just so I can keep my list clean. So we have Puma, and then his sister, what will we call her? I think we'll go ahead and we'll actually call her Condor. She's not really a flying creature, but condors are bird of prey, and much like them, she will be a very, very strong warrior, I hope, someday. So let's go ahead and breed Claw and Mars again. And we have another bunny over here. Oh my goodness. We have several bunnies actually. There we go. And you can actually attack and kill that one too. Let's have you stay right on your baby and make sure you gather up that meat so that we don't have to worry about anything creeping out of the grass at you, although I don't think anything's there. But if there is a bearyena, it's going to smell that meat from a mile off, and that would not be a good thing. So I think Neek is well, actually Neek is still pretty young. I think he's even a little bit younger than Claw, and not quite as old as he's a little bit older than Mars. And I think we'll allow Neek and Rochelle to end up breeding. Now, they're probably not going to be as strong of creatures, but it might be good to have some extra genes that could have that recessive bearyena in there. Actually, oh, Damien and Isi could be a good pair, and I think we'll allow them to breed. Maybe, well, Isi's getting a little older. I don't want to have too many breeding pairs all at once, but I think we might need to. We don't have a lot of nesting material, though. How are these guys? They're still some of our younger creatures. Let's make sure that we get to dig up some of these roots, too, so that we don't have that hanging over us. And then Melody can gather up some of this. Oh, and I think Damien would quickly spot that bunny and snatch it up. And I think Neek and Rochelle have a little bit of extra time, and so I feel like they might kind of wander. Honestly, I feel like Neek might, seeing as his sister is gone and the tribe up here is defended, I think Neek might be a little bit more interested in perhaps heading back, because he knows there's a nest down there. And so we'll give him 1 blue gem because he still is kind of well, these guys still are descendants of the original, of our original main line, basically. And so we'll give them those gems. I feel like Neek would be the one to want to step into the open and kind of check around to see if there's going to be anything dangerous, where he might leave Rochelle hiding just a little bit so that it's a little less likely that we might see any danger come leaping out at them. And I wonder if Mars couldn't catch that rabbit, unfortunately. But let's have Damien start to make his way this way. And then Isi can actually hop up on this stump, and maybe we'll have her nest here after, oh, I should have had her gather that other one. I didn't see that there. Maybe we'll have her nest up there, actually, where she can have a nice lookout spot, although that may not be the most protected place for a nest. Let's go ahead and we'll start a new day. And so far, so good. I don't hear anything dangerous. Okay, there is a rogue, and so we want to be a little cautious of that. Let's make sure we gather here. And I feel like Neek would want to probably breed with Rochelle right away, just to make sure she's not going to be in any danger from that rogue, and then would kind of venture down with her back towards the nest that he knows is right there. There we go. All right, let's have her sit in this nest, and she can actually dig this up. Oh, there's the rogue. I think we've actually encountered this rogue before. I feel like Neek would just have none of this and just give him a nice hearty smack and be like, stay away from my mate, pretty much. And hopefully they're going to be far away from any bearyenas down there, although they do have a healing fruit within easy reach, even if they turn out to not be. Let's see over here as well. There's nothing dangerous lurking in the bushes over here, so let's allow little Tavon to step out. Unfortunately, he has the velvet paw, but he did not get the wings. So let's make sure we breed them. And then I think Nutaduk would want to clear a little bit of the grass this way, just to make sure that they would have a route back if they needed to run. Oh my goodness! Oh, Rihanna! Oh my goodness, Rihanna here, who will change her name in a minute, but oh my goodness. Oh, that's a little too zoomed. She's the closest thing to a full bearyena we've ever seen. Look at her. She has the bearyena head. She has the claws. She even has that secondary big body. Oh my goodness, Rihanna has got to be very strong. How much strength does she have? She has 9 strength. I don't even know if a killer bearyena can hold much to that. Oh my goodness. Oh, let's have Damien kind of, we'll let him snatch the bunny, and then we'll have him step over here and try to breed with Isi, and she can nest as well. But, oh my goodness, just while I was thinking of that, I saw the bunny over there. Rihanna, what do we want to name her? You guys have submitted a lot of cool names. I think, what would be a good strong sounding name? I think we'll actually go ahead and we'll name her Wolven, because it's kind of, it sounds like, so Wolven here, oops, not Wolven, Wolven, because she kind of reminds me of a wolf, maybe even a little bit more, maybe almost more bear-like, but she's very, very strong, and she definitely can be a fierce hunter. We'll also, I think, let's have Puma step this way. It seems like this line is all ending up named after strong predators, which is quite fitting for what they've become. And we'll have Condor step over here. She can also get her blue gems. Let's put Claw in this nest and have her breed with Mars here. And then Mars can quickly step over, gather this meat, and then step back just to make sure that smell isn't going to attract any bearyenas. Oh, we have an interesting creature here as well, Rara. I don't know if we want to invite her in. She does have some different immunity genes, but she's generally got pretty bad genetics. She's got short-sighted eyes and blind eyes. She's got a deformed paw. I don't think she's also got pretty bad fertility. I don't think it would be worth inviting her into the tribe right now. And so we'll keep an eye on her, and hopefully she won't end up causing us any trouble. And Vanuduk had better be a little bit careful venturing so far away, but hopefully she won't end up causing us any trouble over here. So, but I don't think we'll invite her into the tribe right now, but I think we'll go ahead and start a new day here, and just see. Oh, I knew it was only a matter of time. Where are we hearing this? Oh, no. And, I think that might be a normal bearyena. We can't actually see it. I feel like Vanuduk would perhaps send these roots over here and then be like, oh, guys, there's a problem here, kind of, and perhaps shout a warning. And we have another bearyena baby up here too. Is Coco okay? Let me see. Okay, so we'll send someone to help Vanuduk in a moment here, but I wanna deal with the babies up here real fast and just see. So we've got, all right, so Wolven is ready for her first gem. And what about East Coco? East Coco is almost even more bearyena. She actually has the bearyena ears too, but she doesn't have the secondary hind legs, which is actually not bad. Although she doesn't have the big body like I was hoping she would. D and G, H and G, so she still couldn't breed. Well, Condor and Puma, no, they couldn't. Actually, Condor couldn't, or Puma couldn't breed with anyone, so we probably ought to breed these guys again because Claw is almost to the end of her life. So I think we'll have little Wolven step out of the nest. We'll step over here, we'll breed them again. And what do we have going on here? We've got Taduk, who has C and D. I'm going to be a little bit careful. I don't think I'm going to breed these guys again this turn, but we'll continue to gather. And so I think Damien would probably, he's a little far away, but he might hear the shouts relayed. And I honestly think Puma and Condor, being a little bit adventurous and pretty tough in all honesty, might make their way down here and kind of lurk a bit in the grass. How much eyesight does he have? 5. So how much camouflage are we getting? 4. How much are these guys getting? 4. And you'll have 4 as well. So they'll be able to hide pretty much in plain sight. I think Vanuduk wants nothing to do with this. Vanuduk is going to go bolting away. But Puma and Condor, I think, would sit and lurk in the grass here and maybe try and track this guy and see if perhaps they can take him down. Let's see if Mars can actually hop over here and take down this bunny. It got a little bit greedy and decided to go for the berries anyway, despite us being right there. And that was not a wise choice. Okay, we also have Takirvan, who still has the derp snout, and does not have the wings either. Oh no, Kokona. Oh, we really need to get these guys, we really need to have them have, oh, let's see if Kokona can catch this bunny. Yes, she can. All right, let's move Nutaduk here to just kind of connect it and make sure that they'll be all right. And then I feel like Damien would maybe want to make a little bit of a path here to kind of connect them towards this route. We're probably going to end up having a lot of little paths running through this island to enable us to get places quickly, but with a lot of tall grass remaining as well, so that we don't have to really worry about anything dangerous surprising us. Okay, let's actually we'll have Neek gather this, and then I think Rochelle will step down here and quickly breed to make sure that Rogue doesn't have anything to cause us trouble about. But we also have Vonduke. So Vonduke is pretty much pure gatherer. He didn't inherit Neek's claw, but he also didn't inherit Rochelle's digging paw. I don't know. What would be a good name for this little guy? Let's take a look here, and I think we'll go ahead and we'll name him Quinn. He doesn't strike me as... He's probably going to be a gatherer more than anything, which is kind of ironic. He seems to have taken more from his mother's side, perhaps, than from Neek's very valiant warrior side of things. But he still could be a very helpful creature to have around, because even the gatherers are going to be really important. After all, we may not always be able to hunt for food. So, let's see. I wonder, Melody, D and B, A and C... I wonder if Melody would take a liking to Vonduke here, perhaps, and decide that maybe it might be worth starting a line with him. Now, I don't know if we'll have her babies right away, but the more chances we have to have those wings in the family, the better. I really don't want to lose them. So let's go ahead and we'll start a new day. And that bearyena appears to have gone the other way. I don't even smell it anymore. Oh, and there's a mole right here. Okay. Let's see down here. I think we'll let little Quinn step out of the nest, perhaps. I don't hear anything dangerous down here. Hopefully that bearyena isn't tracking this family. But let's put Rochelle back in the nest. And I feel like Neek might wander this way and see if he can pick up a berry while he's over here. Nothing dangerous seems to be in the area. But I don't think Puma and Condor would be willing to give up the scent of that bearyena so easily. I think they would be pretty curious to see if they can figure out where it went. Oh, he's come down to the shore. Okay. So I feel like they might wander through the grasses, despite the fact that they're getting a little further from their family. And we've got, oh my goodness, Go Nice. She's got kind of an interesting, almost dog-like face with those bearyena ears, but the big nose. Oh my goodness. And she has big body, and she has DG. Could she actually breed? No, she couldn't. I thought she could breed with Puma for a moment there, but not quite. And it is Claw's last day. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't think she can actually gather the poison berries. So I think what we'll do is we'll have, oh, we got a name. Oh, we never named his Coco. Oh, we've got to name these guys. Okay. Before we do that, though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Claw step over here, and we'll let her and Mars breed one final time. Now, Claw can't really gather the poison berries, so I feel like she would understand that she's a little exempt from that. And in addition to that, she's still doing her service to the tribe by making sure she has one last baby who could potentially go on to defend it. And so I think she would recognize that that too is an important service and an important part of being in this tribe. How strong are you, Tavon? Not strong enough to deal with the mole, that's for sure. I feel like Tavon might wander a little ways into this grass here. And Nutaduk, maybe? Nutaduk doesn't have the strength for it. Wolven does. Wolven might sneak this way. She's not going to get the mole that time. But possibly if we wait a little bit, we could actually sneak by. Let's go ahead. I'm a little worried we're breeding too fast. But we need to get these lines started, I think. There we go. She is going to have another baby now. And, oh, I think we used too many turns. There's not a good in-between there. We want the mole to look the other way so that we can actually see where we might need it to, so that we can actually see where it might end up, or so that, I can talk, so that we could get Nutaduk past it, because we need to breed him with Kokona one more time. He's only got 2 days left. Maybe one, if not 2 more times. Let's have Takirvan step out of the nest, and I think the mole has turned the other way sufficiently for us to be able to sneak over here And maybe Wolven can step into the grass. And Tavon can step over this way. And then, yeah, we can move Kokona down here, breed them, and have her step back to the nest. All right. We are probably about time to stop the episode, but we'll go ahead and we'll do one last day. Oh, yeah, we need to name the babies. So we have Konai's, who, honestly, I don't know. Looking through these names, I really like the name Terra for her, because she's got this really earthy brown sort of look to her, and I just feel like that's a very fitting name. And then her sister East Coco, what would be a good name for you? You've definitely got the fierce look. Let me make sure I'm keeping my list clear of the names we've already used so we don't have any double ups. I don't know. What would be her name? I think, you know what? I think we'll go ahead and we'll name her Fauna. So let's go ahead and put that name in, because she certainly does have a very beast-like, animal-like appearance. Not that they all don't, but I don't know. She kind of, for whatever, strikes me as that. The name strikes me as fitting. But we'll go ahead and we will bid farewell to Claw. I don't know. I feel like Mars may end up going on to become just a defender. Perhaps he'll chase after the kids and see what they've been up to once she's gone. Although he will have to stay here for her nearest baby. So farewell to Claw. You've done so much for this tribe, and your line will ensure that this tribe will go on in safety. Let's go ahead and we'll start a new day. And we have another bearyena. Remace. Okay, so we have another female. And we don't have enough food for the day. Where has this bearyena gone? It's disappeared once again. H and G. H and C. D and G. D and G. Oh no. H and C. I don't think we're going to have the chance. Oh wait, did we have a baby born with wings here? We didn't. Oh no, Sienna. Oh my goodness, we'll have to change her name too. Actually, we haven't been changing the names of this family. We gotta go do that too. Oh my goodness, there's so much to keep up with. And then of course, Miana. I think they both got the claw and not the nimble fingers. Oh no. Are we, well no, I didn't want to put anything in there. Let's go ahead and have Wolven take down this this mole here. We can gather up the meat. And I think we'll have Kawana breed with Nutaduk, but it is his last day as well, so let's have him go gather up some roots. Oh my goodness, there's actually a berry bush right here. Let's put Damien over here. Oh no, it's a poison berry bush. Never mind that then. But perhaps Taduk. No, he's not got, but he did find a healing fruit. I feel like Damien would recognize the scent and would work towards making a path to that. Let's also have Mars destroy this nest because we're not going to be needing it anymore. And Melody can gather that up. And then it's Vanu Duke's last day too. Oh man. I almost feel like he might want to, I don't know though. I don't think he's going to be able to bid his brother farewell. Oh, that's really sad. I don't think he's going to be able to. They're just too far apart. They're not going to be able to say farewell, but I think, honestly, I think they both are, they'll pass on knowing they've been doing what they love. They're gathering up the roots they love, and they're protecting their tribe. They're helping make sure their tribe will have enough food. And so I think they can pass on in peace. Let's also, oh, maybe Condor would snatch up this bunny, I think. But I think Puma would be a little bit less easily sidetracked. He did find a nest down here, although I'm not seeing that bearyena. I don't actually know where it went, you guys. It seems to have disappeared, and so perhaps Mars would leave the young ones in the hands of Fauna, who's a little bit more, or should I say Claws, actually. She is fairly capable still, but I think Mars would realize his children have run off chasing a bearyena. And, I don't know. I don't know if that bearyena is headed towards our group over here, but I feel like Neek may have heard it in the distance. Oh, that's where the bunny stole from. And I feel like as Quinn perhaps would step over to these berry bushes, I feel like Neek might be a little bit cautious and kind of poke his nose in the direction of those growls. It is up here, but it can't reach him just yet, I don't think. Oh, maybe it can. Oh, Neek. Oh, hopefully Neek will be all right. I feel like Rochelle... Okay, are there any birds? There is a bird over here. I feel like she might try to breed with him one last time before returning to sit by Lacey's side, just to ensure that even if something really bad does happen, that he might still be okay. Hopefully, does he have any camouflage? He does have color camouflage. It might just be enough. The bearyena's 2 away. It depends on if it can see through grass or not. Oh, man. Hopefully Neek will be alright, but we're not going to get to find out this time, I'm afraid. We'll have to wait for the next episode because, unfortunately, it is time to wrap up. So we'll have to find out what the fate of our brave warrior Neek is going to be. I hope he'll be alright, but we just don't know. Although I'm sure he would be more than willing to give his life to defend his tribe and particularly his mate and children. So we'll go ahead and wrap up this episode here for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.